In this video, we'll explore the knowledge base in WizeAssist. This is where you manage all the information your AI bots use to answer questions. Right now, we're on the knowledge base summary page, which gives you a complete overview of every knowledge source in your workspace. At the top, you'll find 4 summary cards showing your total entries, content entries grouped by source type, pending training that's still being processed, and trained entries that are ready to use. These cards give you a quick snapshot of the overall status of your knowledge base. Below that, you can use the search bar and filters to quickly find a specific knowledge source. The table displays each source along with its type, name, status, and creation time. A green status means the source is fully trained, yellow indicates it's still processing, and red means the training failed and may require attention. Once a source reaches the completed status, it's ready to be attached to your bots. Before we look at the different knowledge sources, it's important to understand that WizeAssist supports 2 types of bots: informational and transactional. Informational bots answer questions using knowledge from sources like websites, documents, text, Confluence, GitHub, and Slack. Transactional bots, on the other hand, guide users through structured workflows such as forms, bookings, or support processes using knowledge ops. In this section, we'll focus on building the knowledge base for informational bots. Now let's explore the different types of knowledge sources you can add, starting with websites. The Websites section allows you to train WizeAssist using content from 1 or more websites. To add a new website, click Add. Enter a website name, for example, Product Docs Site. You can also add an optional description and assign a boost value if you'd like this source to have higher priority when generating responses. Next, enter 1 or more website URLs. If your website provides a sitemap, you can also add the sitemap URL to help WizeAssist discover more pages. For websites with dynamic content, such as tabs, modals, or lazy-loaded sections, expand the Enable Flag section and enable the options you need. Once everything is configured, click Save. WizeAssist will begin crawling and indexing your website in the background. You can monitor the progress as the status updates from pending to completed. When indexing is complete, the website is ready to be attached to your bots. You can also view, edit, sync, or delete any website source directly from the table. Next, let's look at the Resources section. The Resources section is designed for uploading files that you want your bots to learn from, including PDFs, Word documents, spreadsheets, images, and zip archives. Click Add Resource, then enter a resource name, and if needed, add a short description. Upload your files by dragging and dropping them into the upload area or selecting them from your computer. After clicking Add Resource, WizeAssist processes and embeds the files automatically. Once the status changes to completed, the content becomes searchable and can be attached to your bots. You can view, edit, or delete uploaded resources whenever needed. Next, let's see how to add knowledge using plain text. The Text section lets you add knowledge by simply pasting content directly into WizeAssist, making it perfect for FAQs, policies, announcements, or other quick updates. Click Add, enter a title, optionally provide a description, and paste your content into the content field. Click Save, and WizeAssist will process and embed the text, just like any other knowledge source. Once training is complete, the content is ready to be attached to your bots. You can return at any time to view, edit, or delete text entries. Next, let's connect your Confluence documentation. If your team stores documentation in Atlassian Confluence, you can connect it directly to WizeAssist. Click Add, enter a name for the connection, provide your Confluence URL, space key, username, and Confluence API token. After saving, WizeAssist imports and indexes the content from your Confluence space. Whenever your documentation is updated, simply use Sync to refresh the indexed content. You can also view, edit, or delete the connection at any time. Next, let's look at integrating GitHub repositories. The GitHub repositories section allows you to train your bots using documentation stored in a GitHub repository. Click Add to open the Add Git Source dialog. Enter a name for the source, then specify the repository in the format owner/repository-name. Click Add Source, and WizeAssist will begin indexing the repository's documentation and supported files. Once the status becomes completed, the repository is ready to be attached to your informational bots. This is especially useful when your documentation is maintained in RAID-ME files or Markdown within GitHub. Finally, let's look at Slack integration. The Slack section allows WizeAssist to learn from conversations in your Slack workspace. Before adding a Slack source, make sure you've already configured a Slack API credential in API settings. Click Add, enter a name for the source, select your workspace and channel, then choose the appropriate Slack token from the dropdown. And if you don't already have one, you can create it from API settings and then return to complete the setup. Click Save, and WizeAssist will begin indexing the selected Slack channel in the background. Once the status changes to completed, your bots can use the knowledge collected from that Slack channel to answer user questions. And that's the Knowledge Base module. Whether your knowledge comes from websites, documents, text, Confluence, GitHub, or Slack, WizeAssist makes it easy to organize, manage, and train your AI bots using all your important information from one central location. Thank you for watching.